Daily Horoscope Analysis for Aries. June 22, 2025. Greetings, fiery Aries. Today's cosmic landscape presents a fascinating array of energies as we find ourselves at the tail end of Gemini season, with the sun preparing to transition into Cáncer within the next few days. Let's dive into what the stars have in store specifically for you on this summer Sunday. The planetary positions today create an interesting dynamic for you, Aries. The sun in the final degrees of Gemini illuminates your third house of communication, short trips, and immediate environment. This placement enhances your already quick-thinking Aries nature, making this an ideal day for expressing your thoughts, connecting with siblings or neighbors, and absorbing new information. What makes today particularly noteworthy is the moon's position in dreamy Pisces, activating your 12th house of the subconscious, spirituality, and hidden matters. This creates an intriguing tension between your natural desire for action and a cosmic pull toward reflection. You may feel a strange duality today. Part of you wants to charge ahead with typical Aries enthusiasm, while another part feels drawn to quiet contemplation and even solitude. Your ruling planet, Mars, finds itself in analytical Virgo, forming a productive trine with Pluto in Capricorn. This powerful aspect gifts you with extraordinary determination and the ability to transform obstacles into stepping stones. There's a surgical precision to your actions today. You can cut through confusion and get straight to the core of any matter requiring your attention. In terms of your career and public standing, Venus in Leo is highlighting your 5th house of creativity and self-expression, suggesting that your most successful professional approaches today will involve showcasing your unique talents and leadership abilities. Those in creative fields may find particular success, while all Aries natives could benefit from bringing more playfulness into their work environment. Regarding your finances, Mercury in Cáncer is moving through your 4th house of home and foundations. This placement suggests you might be contemplating domestic investments or having important conversations about shared resources and family finances. Your thinking about money matters tends to be influenced by emotional security needs today rather than pure logic. Your relationships are highlighted by Jupiter's position in Gemini, expanding your communication sector. This beneficial placement supports meaningful conversations with partners, both romantic and business. There's an opportunity to clear the air about something that's been left unsaid, and Jupiter's expansive energy ensures these discussions lead to growth rather than conflict. Health-wise, the Pisces moon in your 12th house suggests paying attention to your feet and immune system. You might be more sensitive than usual to environmental factors, and your energy levels could fluctuate throughout the day. Neptune's influence here reminds you of the connection between emotional well-being and physical health. Meditation, or mindfulness practices, would serve you particularly well today. A significant aspect to note is Saturn in Aries forming a square with the nodes of destiny. This is a longer-term transit affecting you personally, as Saturn moves through your sign. Today, this aspect intensifies, asking you to reconcile your individual path with broader karmic directions. You may feel tensions between personal responsibility and destined collective experiences. Uranus in Gemini is forming an interesting sextile to your natal Mars position, assuming a mid-Aries birth, bringing unexpected opportunities for intellectual stimulation and possibly surprising news that requires quick action, something you excel at as an Aries. The day's overall energy supports starting new communication projects, clarifying your thoughts about important matters, and balancing action with intuition. The evening hours, as the moon approaches your sign, will bring increasing vitality and a stronger sense of self-direction. For single Aries, romantic possibilities may emerge in intellectual settings or through communication channels. Perhaps an interesting conversation online or at a local gathering could spark attraction. Those in relationships should utilize the day's communicative energy to deepen understanding with their partners. Your career receives beneficial aspects from the Venus-Jupiter trine, suggesting recognition for past efforts may arrive unexpectedly. A boss or authority figure might take notice of your unique approach to problem solving. The most challenging aspect today involves a Mercury-Neptune opposition, which could cloud communication or lead to misunderstandings, especially in family matters. Be particularly clear when expressing your needs and intentions, and double-check important information before acting upon it. Your intuition is heightened today, thanks to the Pisces moon's influence on your subconscious realm. Pay attention to dreams, sudden insights, or gut feelings. They contain valuable information that your logical mind might otherwise overlook. The evening brings a shift as the moon moves into your sign, reinvigorating your spirit and bringing your emotions to the surface. This lunar refresh can help you reconnect with personal goals that might have been temporarily overshadowed by obligations to others. To make the most of today's energies, balance social interaction with reflective solitude, express creativity through practical channels, and remain flexible as circumstances evolve. Your natural Aries adaptability will serve you well under the mutable energies of late Gemini season. Remember that this day is part of a larger astrological story. The approaching Cáncer solstice will soon shift energy toward home, family, and emotional foundations areas that may require more of your attention in the coming weeks. Today offers a bridge between external communication and internal processing that will become increasingly important. In summary, June 22, 2025, offers Aries natives a day of dynamic contrasts between action and reflection, communication and intuition, individual desires and collective responsibilities. By consciously working with these dual energies, rather than being pulled apart by them, you can harness today's cosmic weather to advance personal goals while remaining attuned to the subtler guidance of your inner wisdom. On June 22, 2025, Aries faces a day of significant planetary influence. The Sun has just moved into Cáncer, illuminating your fourth house of home and family. This placement creates a powerful emotional foundation for you, drawing your ambitious energy inward toward domestic matters. You'll feel a strong urge to strengthen your base of operations and attend to personal matters that provide emotional security. Mars, your ruling planet, positions itself in the communicative sign of Gemini on this day, creating a fascinating duality in your expression. You'll notice your typically direct approach is now enhanced with versatility and adaptability. Your words carry more power than usual today, allowing you to articulate your desires with both force and finesse. This Mars placement activates your third house of communication, making this an excellent day for negotiations, important conversations, and putting your thoughts into action. Mercury, positioned in Cáncer, aligns with your emotional thinking processes. Your typically quick and decisive mental approach is now colored with intuition and sensitivity. You might find yourself making decisions based on what feels right rather than purely logical assessments. This placement supports deep conversations about home and family matters, especially with Venus also in Cáncer, amplifying emotional connections in your relationships. Jupiter in Gemini expands your communication sector significantly. This beneficial giant of the solar system brings opportunities through networking, learning, and information exchange. Short trips could prove remarkably fortunate today, and casual conversations might lead to important opportunities. Jupiter's influence makes your mind more receptive to new concepts and encourages intellectual growth. Saturn in Pisces creates a fascinating tension with your natural Aries energy. Positioned in your 12th house of the subconscious, Saturn demands spiritual accountability and emotional maturity. You may feel subtle pressures to address unresolved psychological matters. This placement encourages you to build structure around your spiritual practices and to take responsibility for your inner world, something that doesn't always come naturally to action-oriented Aries. Uranus continues its journey through Taurus, creating ongoing revolutionary energy in your second house of values and finances. Today, this position may trigger sudden insights about your resources or present unexpected financial opportunities. The revolutionary energy of Uranus challenges your relationship with material security, pushing you toward more authentic expressions of self-worth that aren't solely tied to possessions or income. Neptune in Aries creates a once-in-a-lifetime influence as it moves through your own sign, enhancing your spiritual awareness and creative imagination. This placement dissolves some of your usual boundaries and self-definitions, opening you to higher inspiration. Today, Neptune's influence might manifest as intuitive flashes of insight or powerful dreams that provide guidance for your path forward. This Neptunian energy softens your typical warrior approach, adding compassion and spiritual awareness to your natural boldness. Pluto in Aquarius forms an interesting sextile to your sign, empowering your 11th house of social connections and future aspirations. This creates opportunities for transformative group experiences and meaningful collaboration. Your leadership qualities are enhanced today through this placement, but with a distinctly humanitarian focus. Pluto encourages you to direct your natural pioneering spirit toward collective concerns and innovative social structures. The North Node in Pisces points to your spiritual development as a key area of growth. This karmic point suggests that embracing compassion and spiritual surrender, rather than always charging ahead, might be your highest path forward. The South Node in Virgo indicates that you may be too focused on details and perfectionism at times, needing to release critical tendencies to embrace the bigger picture. Chiron, the wounded healer, continues its journey through your sign, highlighting sensitive areas around identity and self-assertion. Today's positioning creates opportunities for healing core wounds related to how you express your individuality. When you acknowledge vulnerability alongside strength, you access remarkable healing potential not just for yourself, but for others who witness your authentic journey. The asteroid Juno in Leo activates your 5th house of creativity and romance, highlighting commitment themes in these areas. You might feel drawn to make declarations of loyalty in creative projects or romantic relationships, with a dramatic and heartfelt expression that comes naturally under this placement. Ceres in Libra creates a balancing effect in your 7th house of partnerships, nurturing cooperation and harmony in close relationships. This maternal asteroid encourages you to find nourishment through balanced exchanges rather than competitive dynamics, a valuable lesson for naturally competitive Aries. The overall planetary picture for you today shows a fascinating blend of inward reflection through the Cáncer placements, while still maintaining your outward Aries drive through Mars in Gemini. The key to navigating today successfully lies in honoring your emotional needs while channeling your assertive energy into communicative endeavors. Your words have particular power today. Use them wisely to advance both personal and professional agendas. As an Aries on June 22, 2025, your communication sphere experiences a significant boost from Mercury entering your 4th house while forming a trine with Mars. This alignment grants you remarkable clarity when expressing personal thoughts, especially in family discussions and intimate conversations. Your words carry extra weight today, with a magnetic quality that naturally draws people into your narratives. This isn't your typical day for Aries expression. There's a notable depth present that replaces your usual rapid-fire communication style. The influence of Cáncer season subtly softens your typically direct approach, allowing you to incorporate more emotional intelligence in your interactions. Your ruling planet, Mars, forms a favorable aspect with Jupiter, amplifying your persuasive abilities and making this an excellent day for important conversations, negotiations, or presentations that require both confidence and sensitivity. Notice how people seem more receptive to your ideas today. This isn't coincidental, but rather the cosmic configuration working in your favor. Digital communications particularly flourish under this influence. Your social media posts, emails, or texts may generate more meaningful responses than usual. When expressing yourself today, trust your instincts about timing. There's an intuitive rhythm guiding your communication patterns. The moon's position enhances your ability to perceive unspoken signals, allowing you to adjust your messaging for maximum impact. If you've been struggling to articulate a complex idea, today's energy supports breakthrough thinking and expression. Venus in your communication sector adds a harmonious touch to your words, making even difficult conversations flow more smoothly. Be aware that Neptune's distant square suggests possible misinterpretations by others. Clarify important points rather than assuming understanding. Your communication benefits from structure. Today, organizing thoughts before sharing them will maximize your persuasive impact. For Aries writers, creative expression flows exceptionally well, with inspiration coming from unexpected emotional depths. Pay attention to dreams from last night, as they may contain symbolic messages worth integrating into your communication. Students and academic Aries will find their ability to articulate complex concepts significantly enhanced. Professional communications receive a boost of authority. Colleagues and superiors are more likely to take your suggestions seriously. If you've been hesitant to have a heart-to-heart conversation, today's supportive aspects create an ideal environment for emotional honesty without your typical Aries impatience. Mercury's position amplifies your vocabulary and eloquence, giving you access to just the right words at just the right moments. Consider recording important thoughts that emerge today, as they contain seeds of insight that will continue developing through the coming months. Your listening skills are equally enhanced. You'll pick up subtle information that normally might escape your attention. This momentary balance between assertion and reception creates rare communication harmony. For coupled Aries, expressing vulnerabilities leads to deeper connection rather than the discomfort you might typically feel when revealing uncertainties. Solo Aries find that authentic self-expression attracts meaningful connections rather than superficial interactions. Telephone conversations carry special significance today. Unexpected calls may bring important information or opportunities for meaningful exchange. Notice how your voice itself carries different qualities today, perhaps more warmth, depth, or persuasive power. In professional settings, your ability to articulate vision and practical steps creates an impressive leadership presence. Creative blocks dissolve as Mercury's energy brings fresh inspiration and the ability to translate internal images into shared expression. Difficult news is easier to deliver with tact under these stars, helping you navigate potentially tense conversations with unusual grace. Remember that written communication is especially powerful today. Messages you compose will have staying power and influence. June 22, 2025 offers Aries natives a particularly noteworthy day regarding financial matters. With the sun firmly established in Cáncer, illuminating your fourth house of home and foundations, there's an interesting financial current flowing through domestic matters. Property investments, home-based businesses, or family financial discussions could yield surprising benefits today. Mars, your ruling planet, forms an advantageous trine with Jupiter in your money sector, igniting opportunities that combine your natural leadership with expansion potential. This isn't merely coincidental timing, it's a cosmic alignment, supporting financial growth through bold action. The universe is essentially handing you a financial megaphone today. Your ideas and initiatives carry extra weight, especially when pitched with your characteristic Aries confidence. Look closely at investment opportunities connected to technology, particularly those involving innovative communication platforms or sustainable energy. These sectors align perfectly with the Uranus position influencing your financial houses. Regarding cash flow, Venus position suggests a potential unexpected windfall or return on a previous investment made approximately 7 weeks ago. Check old applications, forgotten accounts, or reconnect with contacts who owe you money. Mercury's analytical energy supports financial paperwork and negotiations. Today, an excellent day to review contracts, discuss terms, or initiate financial conversations requiring precision. Between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., the Moon-Venus conjunction creates an especially favorable window for financial discussions or making important purchases that could appreciate in value. Be particularly attentive to conversations with water signs, Cáncer, Scorpio, Pisces today, as they may provide valuable financial insights or connections. Financial partnerships look especially promising. Joint ventures initiated today carry a distinctive energy of mutual growth. However, exercise caution with impulse purchases exceeding $500, as Saturn's position indicates potential regret over hasty major expenditures. Your financial intuition runs exceptionally strong. Trust that gut feeling about investments, especially regarding property or assets connected to emotional security. Long-term financial strategies initiated today benefit from the Cáncer Sun's nurturing energy. Think generational wealth, not quick returns. For employed Aries, this is an optimal day to discuss compensation, bonuses, or workplace financial benefits. The cosmic configuration supports fair recognition of your value. Entrepreneurial Aries may discover a perfect financial backer or resource connection through a family member or childhood connection. Look to past associations for present opportunities. Your financial creativity peaks today. Innovative solutions to monetary challenges arise more easily than usual. Document these ideas, even if implementation must wait. While the day favors financial growth, avoid overly aggressive approaches to money matters. The Cáncer Sun encourages nurturing rather than conquering. Build wealth steadily rather than demanding immediate returns. Financial insights may come through dreams or meditative states. Today, keep a journal nearby when you wake to capture these potentially valuable subconscious messages. Overall, June 22nd offers Aries a fertile financial landscape where your natural pioneering spirit, tempered with the nurturing energy of Cáncer season, can establish foundations for lasting prosperity. As the cosmic energies align on June 22, 2025, Aries natives will find their fortunate areas concentrated in domains of creative expression and personal passion projects. The Sun in Cáncer forms a sextile with your ruling planet Mars, creating a harmonious flow of energy that particularly benefits artistic endeavors and activities requiring both imagination and decisive action. This is a day when your intuitive impulses are strongly aligned with favorable outcomes, especially when you trust your first instincts rather than overthinking situations. The placement of Jupiter in your communication sector enhances your ability to persuade others and gain support for your ideas, making this an excellent day for pitches, presentations, or important conversations where you need to win people over to your perspective. Venus in Leo amplifies your natural charisma today, creating a magnetic effect particularly strong in social gatherings and community events. You'll find that opportunities tend to emerge through personal connections rather than formal channels, so prioritize networking and casual interactions over structured meetings. Physical environments with elements of both water and fire, perhaps a beachside bonfire or a lakeside retreat with plenty of sunshine, will feel particularly energizing and fortunate for you today. The morning hours between 8 a.m. and noon show the most favorable aspects for initiating new projects or making important first steps, with Jupiter's influence at its peak during this window. Financial matters receive a boost from Mercury's position, particularly investments related to communication technologies, transportation, or educational pursuits, areas where small inputs now could yield significant returns in coming months. Partnerships formed today, especially those with Libra, Sagittarius, or fellow Aries individuals, carry special long-term potential. There's a subtle but important shift happening in how you process information and make decisions. When you lean into your natural courage, but temper it with the nurturing energy of Cáncer season, you'll find yourself making choices that balance immediate gratification with long-term security. The number 7 appears as particularly significant today. Watch for it as a potential marker of fortunate timing or confirmation that you're on the right path. Objects or clothing in deep red or turquoise blue colors may serve as unexpected luck charms. Most importantly, activities that engage both your physical energy and creative thinking will create a virtuous cycle of fortunate developments throughout the day. For Aries on June 22nd, 2025, your social world expands dramatically as Jupiter forms a harmonious trine with your ruling planet Mars. This cosmic alignment creates a magnetic aura around you, drawing people toward your fiery energy and charismatic presence. You'll notice strangers smiling at you more frequently, acquaintances reaching out unexpectedly, and friends eager to include you in their plans. This isn't coincidental. It's the universe opening doorways to meaningful connections. The moon in Leo amplifies your natural leadership qualities, making you the center of attention at any gathering. Don't shy away from this spotlight. It's your moment to shine and forge powerful alliances. Venus, positioned in Gemini, adds a fascinating dynamic to your social interactions, bringing intellectual stimulation to your conversations. You'll find yourself engaged in thought-provoking discussions that reveal shared values with individuals you previously overlooked. These discoveries could lead to unexpected friendships with lasting potential. Mercury's alignment with Neptune enhances your intuitive abilities, allowing you to sense unspoken dynamics in group settings. This heightened awareness helps you navigate complex social situations with remarkable ease. Pay attention to subtle cues. Someone of significance may be communicating interest indirectly. A particularly noteworthy connection possibility emerges with a Sagittarius or Aquarius individual who shares your adventurous spirit, but brings complementary perspectives to the relationship. The social energy today favors authenticity over impression management. When you speak your truth without filter, you'll attract those who appreciate the real you rather than a carefully curated image. This alignment of planets supports vulnerability in social exchanges, creating deeper bonds through shared experiences and mutual disclosure. Old friends may unexpectedly resurface, bringing opportunities to heal past misunderstandings and strengthen bonds that weathered temporary distance. These reconnections aren't random. They represent unfinished soul contracts activated by today's powerful planetary alignments. Social media proves especially fruitful today for Aries natives. Your digital communications carry unusual weight and resonance, potentially connecting you with influential individuals or communities aligned with your passions. Don't hesitate to share your projects, ideas, or even personal milestones online. The response will be overwhelmingly supportive. Group activities focused on physical movement or competition particularly favor you today. Team sports, group hikes, dance classes, or community fitness challenges provide ideal settings to forge connections while honoring your natural Aries drive for activity. The evening hours bring special potential for meaningful conversation as the moon forms a sextile with Mercury. This creates a window of exceptional communication clarity, making it ideal for heart-to-heart discussions or expressing feelings you've kept guarded. If romantic interest exists in your social circle, subtle cues may become unmistakable tonight. Community involvement today yields unexpected rewards. Volunteering or participating in neighborhood events connects you with like-minded individuals who appreciate your initiative and enthusiasm. These connections hold potential beyond immediate social gratification. They may evolve into professional opportunities or collaborative projects in the coming months. Your natural Aries impatience may be triggered by someone moving at a slower social pace. Practice compassion and remember that not everyone processes connection at your speed. The most valuable relationships often develop gradually. Your social magnetism today doesn't require grand gestures. Simple authenticity, paired with genuine curiosity about others, creates the strongest connections. Ask thoughtful questions and practice active listening. These skills will distinguish you in social settings and deepen your understanding of those around you. Pay special attention to synchronicities in your social world today. Repeated mentions of certain topics, multiple introductions to people with similar backgrounds, or chance encounters that feel meaningful. These aren't coincidental, but cosmic signposts guiding you toward important connections. For Aries in committed relationships, Today offers a chance to expand your shared social circle together. Accept invitations to gather with other couples or groups. These experiences strengthen your bond while introducing fresh energy into your partnership. Single Aries may find that friendship evolves naturally into something deeper today, as emotional walls lower and authentic connection flourishes. Trust the natural progression rather than forcing outcomes. As the sun travels through Cancer in your fourth house of home and foundations on June 22nd, 2025, you're being called to balance your natural forward momentum with more introspection and emotional awareness. With Mars, your ruling planet, forming a dynamic angle to Neptune today, your energy may feel somewhat diffused or unclear. This isn't the day to charge ahead blindly, characteristic as that may be of your Aries nature. Instead, use this cosmic configuration to your advantage by implementing a more mindful approach to your ambitions. The morning hours benefit from structured planning rather than immediate action. Take time to journal your thoughts or meditate on your true intentions before setting your day in motion. This reflective pause will actually accelerate your progress later. Around midday, a Moon-Venus aspect creates an opportunity for healing conversations, particularly with family members or close friends. Don't shy away from vulnerability. It's your pathway to stronger connections today. Your typical directness should be softened with empathy. Listen as much as you speak. Financial decisions should be postponed until later in the week when your judgment isn't colored by today's emotionally charged atmosphere. Physical energy may fluctuate throughout the day. Rather than pushing through fatigue with your usual determination, honor your body's rhythms by alternating periods of activity with rest. This approach will actually maximize your productivity. Creative pursuits flourish under today's intuitive sky. Allow yourself to explore artistic expressions, even if they seem to lead nowhere practical. Your subconscious mind is processing important information that will later fuel your next big move. In professional matters, focus on collaborative projects that benefit from your leadership without demanding solo performance. Team dynamics may require extra patience, but your ability to rally others while remaining adaptable will be noticed by decision-makers. Evening hours call for gentle unwinding rather than social stimulation. The day's planetary influences have activated deep emotional currents that need integration through quiet reflection. Consider a warm bath with essential oils particularly suited to Aries energy. Black pepper, ginger, or rosemary will help ground scattered energies while maintaining your fire element's vitality. Relationship-wise, practice the art of presence today. Your partners and close associates need your full attention rather than half-hearted engagement while your mind races ahead to the next activity. This mindful connection will prevent misunderstandings that could otherwise develop under today's nebulous Neptune influence. Nutritionally, focus on grounding foods that support your fire sign's tendency toward inflammation. Increased water intake and anti-inflammatory foods like berries, leafy greens, and omega-rich fish will help maintain emotional equilibrium. Remember that today's slower pace isn't a limitation, but a cosmic invitation to develop subtler aspects of your leadership capacity. The warriors who master both action and restraint ultimately claim the most meaningful victories. Tomorrow's configuration will again favor your natural decisiveness, making today's reflective approach a strategic advantage rather than a limitation. As you prepare for sleep, set an intention to receive guidance through dreams, as the veil between conscious and unconscious is particularly thin for you right now, offering solutions to challenges that have resisted your usual direct approach. Daily Horoscope Analysis for Aries, June 22, 2025. Greetings, fiery Aries. Today's cosmic landscape presents a fascinating array of energies as we find ourselves at the tail end of Gemini season, with the sun preparing to transition into Cancer within the next few days. Let's dive into what the stars have in store specifically for you on this summer Sunday. The planetary positions today create an interesting dynamic for you, Aries. The Sun in the final degree